Welcome to Vysh IAS. So we'll be continuing with the PLUMS series of polity, governance and schemes today. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing this channel so that you will be getting daily free updates on UPSC. And if you're looking for a good quality test series, then you can contact the number which is given on the screen 7200681675. Okay, let's move on to the first question for today. How many statements are correct? So the first statement reads, Supreme Court in Olga Tellis case said Article 21 of the Constitution, which guaranteed the right to life, included right to livelihood. So in my previous episodes also, I have stated this Article 21, the importance of Article 21 and the various interpretations given by Supreme Court in this particular fundamental right. So it's important for you from the exam perspective to look at all the interpretations of Article 21 which is given by Supreme Court and High Courts all over India. Okay, so please make a list. I'm again telling, please make a list of the interpretations of Article 21 and all the other important fundamental rights, but of all the fundamental rights, Article 21 is the most important because this is the most widely interpreted fundamental right in the history of the Supreme Court or High Court. Okay, so here in this case, so relating to this, the case laws are also important because in recent year papers like from 2018 onwards and before 2018, rarely only these case laws were asked in prelims, but now in prelims perspective also the cases are important. Earlier it used to be important from the mains perspective only, like we used to quote in the mains answers, we used to quote certain case laws and we'll be telling in this particular case Supreme Court has given such a judgment. So we can make that court judgment as an introduction or as a conclusion, or we can inculcate in the body part also. But now in prelims also they are asking certain case laws and to what it is related to. So it's important for you to study it from the prelims perspective also. So once you're done with this, the same thing you can use for mains also. So here this Olga Tellis case is important and it is related to Article 21. Since it's related to Article 21, it is even more important. So this is correct statement. Right to life, it includes the right to livelihood also. So second statement, nation states claim that their boundaries define not just a territory but also a unique culture and shared history. Yes, it's important for you to go through the concepts like what is a nation, what is a state, what is parliamentary form, what is presidential form, what is citizenship, what is the difference between citizenship and nation, what is the difference between the governance and the word government. Okay, so all these things are important from the perspective of polity. Okay, so please go through that. So here, yes, a nation state claims that the boundaries not just define just a territory but also unique culture. So as a nation, if we are going to call India as a nation, we are having a unique culture, a shared history, and it's not solely limited to the political frontiers or boundaries. Okay, it's not India means it's not related to only the political frontiers, like this is India. So it's not a nation. Okay, a nation apart from the political boundaries, it also includes a shared history and also a unique culture. Okay, as a nation we are having not only political boundaries, that is the main point. So even this statement is correct. Then the national identity may be expressed through symbols like flag, national anthem, national language, etc. Yes, even this is correct. So this statement you can go through logic also, because here it's a wide statement. No, national identity, nation itself is a wide concept. So national identity, of course it will be a even more wider concept. So here symbols like flag, national anthem, national language, etc. can come, and etc. is a word here. Okay, so please note this point also. So since it's a wide statement, generally you can assume that the statement should be correct. Okay, so here this also should be correct. So the correct answer comes out to be all the three statements are correct and option number C is the correct answer. Okay, now let's move on to the next statement. How many statements are correct about the Charter Act of 1813? Now, the evolution of the Constitution, like the Act, from the Regulating Act 1773, you have Regulating Act, and till 1947, you have Indian Independence Act. Okay, Indian Independence Act. So, in between, there are many Charter Acts also, like 1813, then 1833, 1853, and all these acts are having certain provisions, and this is a sure shoot question which you are going to get in polity from the prelims. Okay, so this is also important, the main provisions of the acts. Okay, so this question you're going to get it directly only if you are ready with these evolution. If you know that these 4 or more points, every act will be having 4 or minimum 4 you can study. Okay, 4 important provisions, not more than that. Okay, if you know that 4 important provisions from each of the act mentioned in the evolution of constitution, then you're going to get this question for sure. Okay, so please don't leave this portion. Okay, so here the question is about 1830, and the first statement reads, abolish the trade monopoly of the company in India. That is, the Indian trade was thrown open to all the British merchants. Yes, this is correct. Then second, asserted the sovereignty of the British crown over the company's territories in India. Even this is correct. Third, allowed the Christian missionaries to come to India for the purpose of enlightening the people. This is also correct. So if you know 4 important provisions from each of the act, then you can answer any question which is coming from this area. Okay, so for this question the correct answer comes out to be all the 3 statements are correct, option number C. Now come to the next question. Which of the following refers to a political institution that represents a sovereign people who occupy a definite territory and more than just the government and cannot be used interchangeably with the government? Okay, so options are given. So from these options, so why I have put this question deliberately, I have took this question because I want you to demarcate between all these terms. Okay, what is nation state, what is nation state, and democracy, all these are varied terms and there are minute differences existing between these terms. So whenever you get such a concept based question, you should be able to hit it correctly. Okay, so here the correct answer comes out to be C, option number C, state is the correct answer. Okay, state is the political institution which represents a sovereign people, definite territory is there, and more than just government. Okay, so what you can do in concept based these kind of definitions, you can just look at the keywords. Okay, when you are making nouns, you can write state and you can encircle this, then you can draw like this, and here you can write the keywords only. Okay, like that for every term or every terminology which comes over, you can make such a box or such a circle, and you can make like 3 or 4 keywords which is associated with that particular terminology. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to the next question. Which of the following statements are correct? Negative liberty recognizes that one can be free only in society and hence tries to make society such that it enables the development of the individual. Then second, positive liberty is only concerned with the inviolable area of non-indifference. Okay, so here if you don't know the terminology, you can go by logic also. Normally in 2 statement questions, the terminologies tend to be swapped. Okay, swapping, so it's a normal tendency which is seen. So if you are to attend the question, if you think that you have attended some 70 questions or so, and you have to attempt some 5 or 6 questions more. Okay, you have to attempt some 5 or 6 questions more, and you know that you have attempted the 70 questions with a decent level of accuracy, then you can go for these kind of techniques, wherein in 2 statement questions you can think that the terminologies might be swapped. Okay, here also the same thing happens. Here it is swapped. Actually the first statement is talking about the positive liberty and the second statement is the one which is talking about the negative liberty. Okay, so this is a technique which you can use in, not in all the cases, the case which I have told just now. Okay, just before. Okay, so otherwise what you can do is, if you are done with the Lakshmikant, then you would be knowing this concept. Okay, what is positive liberty, what is negative liberty, that is a concept based thing. Okay, in that way also you can answer. Either way is enough. Okay, either way is satisfied. Whichever method is whichever method is convenient for you, you can go for that. Okay, so here the answer is neither 1 nor 2 because both the statements are swapped and obviously both the statements are going to be incorrect if so. Okay, now come to the next one. The 96th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2011 gave a constitutional status and protection to cooperative societies. So the constitution amendments and the numbers are important for the important provisions. Okay, whenever something is related to this cooperative societies, then what grama panchayats, okay, these are important provisions from the whole polity perspective. So with respect to that, the constitutional amendment numbers became important. Okay, so here it is not the 96th, rather it is the 97th Constitutional Amendment Act which gave a constitutional status to cooperative societies. So one is incorrect. Now come to the next. It made the right to form cooperative societies a fundamental right under Article 20. No, it's a fundamental right. It was made a fundamental right, but not under Article 20. It was under Article 19. So cooperative societies as a fundamental right comes under the purview of Article 19. Then next is, it included a new directive principle or a state policy on the promotion of cooperative societies under Article 43B. Yes, this is a correct statement. If you know the numbers of DPSP and the particular provisions, okay, then you can mark the statements as correct. You can get it easily. Like you can make some mnemonics to learn the various provisions of DPSP in whichever way you feel convenient. Okay. If I make a mnemonics and give to you, that may not feel convenient to you. If you yourself are making it, then it will be more memorizable for you. Okay, so please make such mnemonics to learn these difficult portions, like memory high portions like fundamental duties, DPSP. Okay, these are like memory demanding portions. Okay, it requires a lot of by hearting stuff. Okay, so what you can do is you can make your own mnemonics and learn it in a better way, since these are memory intensive. Okay, so here 43B is related to this one only, cooperative societies. So this third statement is correct. So 1 and 2 are incorrect and the third is correct. Options are there. Yeah, 1 A. Okay, 3 only is correct. The other statements are incorrect. 1 and 2 incorrect, only 3 is correct. Okay, that's the end of today's session. So we'll meet in the next week in the next episode. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.